Hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is Khadija Radio Talk Show. In this channel, I'm going to do talk shows about different topics that affects women, particularly, more especially, Black women and women of color, if you wish. So please subscribe to my channel. Please put on the notification ring button, and let's begin. Thank you again. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about this Netflix show called Ginny and Georgia, and I just wanted to give my own perspective as a mixed woman myself, and just give my 2 cents basically. So I'm a person. A little bit about me. I'm a person that not do not watch TV shows much. I'm not a big fan of like TV shows and sitcoms and comedies because I'm very busy in my life, in my personal life. So, and I would love to watch more TV shows. Especially the TV shows that they have lead female character. I would love to watch them, but I didn't get. I was searching around on Netflix and sometimes on a regular cable TV, and I didn't find much. So I'm not like a big fan of a TV show girl. But for some reason, this TV show Ginny and Georgia caught me because one day I was just scrolling through Netflix, and then I got the trailer from Ginny and Georgia, and then I saw, wow, it's lead female characters, and one of them is being mixed. And as you guys know, in the history of TV, we have rarely have any TV shows or film movies that the lead character is mixed woman. We have black women, rarely also, but we have rarely ever had any lead female character that happens to be mixed. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about this show. First of all, I loved it. The only thing I think about it is that I think that they wrap the stories too fast, and the characters were not as dynamic. So what I mean is that they didn't get more deep into the characters and develop the characters even more furthermore, more especially about Georgia. And it was like a little bit of flashback, flash forward, and we just get any like some pieces here and there, but the character were not like really known for the audience, I felt, and they could do better jobs in terms of focusing on these two main characters more, as opposed to focusing on other million of characters that they were in the show. And I think that was the only thing lacking. Otherwise, the story was phenomenal, and it was really catching. It would make you to follow more, especially if you're a woman. So yeah, so it was really exciting because the lead characters were female, and us girls, and we would love to watch movies that has women. Like for myself, growing up, I never really liked to watch a movie that does not have like much female in it. Anyways, Ginny. Ginny is a very young adolescent, a teenager girl, that she's mixed. Her mother is white, her father is black. Like myself, my mother is white and my father is black. The difference is between myself and Ginny is that my mother is white Persian. She's Persian, and my father is African. That's the only thing. So it's not like my mother is like white, like Western white. But anyways, I could relate a lot to Ginny as a mixed girl. So I just wanted to tell you guys that being mixed is not really pie, cake, or pie. It's really a word of confusion. Although the confusion is most of the time from other people, not like we are confused in ourselves. Like us mixed kids, we know who we are, and we know our father or our mother, we know our parents very well, but it's like confusion, most of the time confusion for other people. And for myself, I'm consider myself a light skinned black woman. I look light skinned black woman. And I didn't grow up in the West. I didn't grow up here in North America. I grew up in Persia. And I was very black and very dark to my Persian friends growing up, and I was sometimes referred to as blackie, or some word equivalent to nigger. And the time that I could really relate to Ginny, it was her classroom, and I was so surprised that here, even in North America, the teachers call out on the minority kids, on the black kids, or mixed kids, and if they're talking, let's say they're talking about racism, they just call it, oh, isn't it Ginny? I was like, oh my God, that's so me, because when I was growing up, going to school in Persia, my teachers, like if the subject of the lesson was racism, they would just call on me and say, "Oh, what do you feel?" In front of the rest of the class as a teenager, you just feel so embarrassed, right? So yeah, and that statement that Ginny said, that you are too black for the white kids and you are too white for the black kids, it's so damn true, because um when I was growing up in Iran, actually, I was thinking that I'm a black woman. I'm a black girl, and I was not thinking that I was never, because of my color of skin. To be honest, I was always buying foundation that are like 2 or 3 degrees lighter than my skin, and trying so hard to fit within the Persian community back home in Iran. And I never ever win, because they always ask me, "Oh, where are you from? You're so dark." Anyways, I thought I was black, and then excitingly, when I traveled to Africa, to my father's country, guess what? Over there, when I was walking down the street, everybody's head will turn and look at me, and they will call me Oimbo. Oimbo, it's a Yoruba language, means Whitey. They call me Whitey. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. I was like, my entire life I was thinking I was a black girl, and right now in my father's land, that I'm supposed to feel at home, and I'm supposed to feel like I'm one of them, I'm a black woman, they call me white. So that's confusing. That's the challenge of the life of us black kids. So you must be black yourself to put your feet in our shoes, to understand what being sorry, you have to be mixed yourself to put your feet in our shoes, or walk in our shoes, to understand what being mixed is. And for example, for myself, like sometimes I walk down the street, and I am like, I know Persian very well. When I speak Persian, some Persian people here in North America, when they encounter me, they're like shocked, like I'm Persian, right? And interestingly, when I go to black community, the black community here, not particularly like Africans, but Caribbeans or other black races, they will say, "Oh, we never thought you were black. I thought you were Spanish. I thought you were Mexican. I thought you were Indian even." Yeah, so yeah, that identity crisis is always with us as a mixed black and white kids. And also something else that I was really connected to this series is the fact that Ginny's mother was white and Ginny's father was black. So in my idea, there's difference. There is difference because some girls, some women, or some black kids, their mother is black and their father is white. It's very different still, because if a black woman give birth to you and brought you to this world, the black woman already knows about your hair type. The black woman already knows about the struggle you go through as a mixed black kid. So I believe it's much more comfortable. But if a white woman give birth to you and brought you to this world, which is my case, Ginny case, you there is like still a level that you cannot still completely connect to your birth mom, because for example myself growing up, my mother never ever had any clue how to do my hair, never. And you know what she, because I have like a black hair, right? So what she does is like, what she used to do is that she would just shave my head and my sister's head, and we all bald growing up, and it was so embarrassing as a girl to be bald, and because she had no clue what to do with our hair. And another example is that when I was growing up, I was hormonal, just like Ginny, who was hormonal in this series. And my though her mother, I have to give credit to Georgia. Georgia was a, in my idea, was a good, understanding, loving mom. But my mother, for some reason, growing up in Persia, she she will like tell me, like I will go to school and then I will see some of my friends, they have boyfriends, and for some reason I didn't had boyfriends, some Persian boyfriend I didn't had. So I will just get offended and upset and come home and tell my mom, how come no boy wants to be friend with me? I'm ugly. And then my mother, instead of her to say to me, no, you're beautiful, she would say, oh, it's not bad to be ugly. I think that she meant that it's not bad to be different, but she said that it's not bad to be ugly. So my self esteem was crushed during my teenage years because I didn't had this deep relationship in terms of race between myself and my mom, because myself and my mom, we look so different. Though I am a light skinned black woman, but I look so different from my mom in terms of my appearance. Like if you see myself, you see my mom, you would never think that we are mother and daughter. But she gave birth to me. She's my birth mom. I still love her. She was amazing mom. Love her. And but there's some of those aspects that it's really important to notice when your own race and your one of your parents' race, more especially your mother's race, if you're a woman, is different from each other. So they really pull it off very good. And also something else also I like about this show, about it was about Georgia. Georgia character was a strong, feminine, controlling, beautiful. Oh my god, she was like exotic in a way that she was very independent, very attractive. I really like Georgia character, and I really appreciate the way she she was controlling her life, and she was in control of her life. And there is a stigma, I don't know here exactly, because where I grew up in Persia, there's stigma around single moms. Anyways, I grew up in very religious community, and single moms are either divorcee or they're not really like have kids out of wedlock and so on. But like, to be honest, sometimes I myself, I used to look down at single moms, that why they choose this kind of life, why they couldn't get married and have kids in wedlock. But here it shows the struggle of being a single mom. Georgia really pulled it out. Despite all of her struggles of her past life and current life of being a single mom and raising two kids all by herself, she was yet very strong. And I feel to be honest, I felt Georgia was like more black than Ginny. I felt like Georgia is your typical black woman. Like some black women are single mom and they raise amazing kids and are so strong. Some of them have kids out of wedlock, some of them don't. They have kids in wedlock, but they're single mom. And after watching this show, I have respect for single moms. They rock. They are angels. Single moms out there, you rock. Love ya. So yeah, and also some people hating on Ginny, that Ginny was disrespectful to her mother, because I also connect in that way with Ginny, because me growing up also I was a little bit rude to my parents. I think that's very normal, because as a teenager, typical teenager, you don't understand what your parents go through to bring you up, more especially your mother. So I hope that in the next season, Ginny becomes more grateful of her mother's efforts. So that's all for me. I love this show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will have other reviews as well. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe and the notification button. Thank you very much. Love you all. Cheers.